English Dictation 100 words per minute. Passage A. Ready. Start. The impression is still widely held that a banking account is a luxury for the well-to-do. On the contrary, the majority of people who use the services of a bank are persons of moderate means. A man or woman need not hesitate to ask a bank to open a current account merely because the balance maintained is likely to be small. The full range of the bank's services is available to every customer. It may be thought that a wife's banking account is subject to her husband's scrutiny. It is as well to record, therefore, that all transactions between a bank and its customers are absolutely secret, and neither a husband nor a wife can obtain from the bank any information about the other's account without express permission. Any adult person can open a current account with a bank by applying to the manager of the branch with which he desires to deal. Accounts are also opened for persons under the age of 21 who are old enough to understand the use and drawing of checks. The bank will usually require an introduction from another customer or a personal reference. When a few simple formalities have been complied with, the customer may pay into his account as often as he desires during banking hours at any branch of that bank in Bombay and Pune, or for that matter at the branches of almost every other bank in the Indian territory. He can cash checks whenever he wishes to do so at the branch of the bank where he has his account. Arrangements can be made for him to cash his checks at other branches too on request. Every few customer is provided with a check book and a paying in book. Each page of this book has a counterfoil. When the customer wishes to make a payment into his account, he writes in the paying in book the date, his name, and the amount of the check. Postal orders, notes, or cash he is handing over. The cashier who receives this money initials the counterfoil, has a complete record of his deposits. When the customer withdraws money from the bank by writing a check, he fills in the details of the transaction on the checkbook counterfoil and so provides himself with a complete record of money spent. Stop. Passage B. Ready. Start. Ladies and gentlemen, para, once again I am pleased to preside over your annual general meeting, and I am again able to report a successful year's trading, although the available balance is less than for the previous year. The net profit for the year under review is 32,000 rupees, and from this figure the sum of 19,000 rupees has been allocated for taxation, and amount which I am sure you will agree is an excessive proportion of the company's earning. In their report, the directors set out the manner in which they propose to deal with the available profits, and they are pleased to recommend a final dividend of 12.5%, making a total of 17.5% for the year, which compares with 33 and a third percent before the company doubled its capital by the capitalization of its reserves in December last. During the period since 1979, when he became a public company, more than 50,000 rupees has been retained out of profit for re-equipment and the more efficient running of the business. Your company has paid the same dividend over those 7 years, and this year the distribution is slightly higher. I think you will agree with me. These figures indicate that your company's business is very sound and in good order. During the year under review, profit margins were reduced in an effort to absorb extra cost and avoid passing these on to the customer in an endeavor to limit existing prices. Your board continues to pursue the policy of installing modern machinery because it is their view that only in that way can they compete on the best of terms. Within the last 2 months, additional land and buildings adjacent to the company's work have been acquired, which will improve the layout of the work and thereby increase efficiency. Plant and machinery to the value of 8,000 rupees has been installed during the year in accordance with the company's policy, to which I have just referred, and we still have machinery to the value of approximately 16,000 rupees on order. I will conclude by expressing my thanks to our staff and work people for the way they have carried out their duties and my appreciation of the loyal support I have received from my colleagues on the board. Stop.